In new proposed legislation, Coloradans could sue federal immigration agents in state court. The measure comes after agents shot and killed 2 American citizens who were at immigration operations in Minnesota. Those deaths sparking protests all across the country. That bill is being debated right now at the state capitol.
It is part of a package of immigrant rights bills by Democrats in the legislature. Your political reporter, Sean Boyd, joins us tonight.
So, Sean, would Colorado be the first state to pass a law like this?
There are actually 4 other states that have similar laws on the books, and several other states are considering legislation. Under the bill here, a federal agent who violates a person's constitutional rights would be liable for legal fees and damages.
Because Colorado, they're coming here next.
Sounding an alarm, immigration rights advocates rallied at the state capitol for bills that they say are about protecting the rights of all Coloradans.
My message to ICE agents: I was just following orders is no excuse for committing atrocities.
Representative Yara Zokai among the sponsors of a bill that would allow Coloradans to sue federal immigration agents in state court if those agents violate their constitutional rights, including due process, illegal searches, and excessive force.
There is no more American idea than equality under the law. Commitment to that principle, not where you're from or how many generations you've been here.
But Senator Mike Weissman says while Americans can sue state and local officials for damages, they can only sue federal officials in limited circumstances. And immigration enforcement isn't one of them.
We just need to make sure that legal remedies are sufficient so that people who are harmed by that can go to court and seek justice.
I think that we already have adequate remedies in the law for people whose rights are violated.
Republican Senator John Carson says the bill is simply a political statement.
I think the real losers in this kind of legislation are the taxpayers, because they're the ones that are going to have to pay these legal settlements.
Supporters say the cost of inaction is far greater.
In this moment, when federal officers are acting with violence and impunity, it is so important that we stand up publicly to say enough is enough.
Democratic lawmakers are also bringing bills that bar ICE agents from wearing masks, require that they display identification, and prohibit former federal immigration agents from becoming state or local law enforcement officers. This bill that would allow for the lawsuits against federal agents was one of the first bills that Democrats introduced this session, so it is high priority for passage.
All right, you'll stay on it. Thank you, Sean.